Okay, so let's merge. Let's do some merging. Okay, so let me just draw a shape here. Go to insert, go to shape. Let me draw this shape here. Okay, good. Let me draw another shape. Go into the insert tab. Sorry, insert tab. You go to shape. When you go to shapes, let's put this sign. Also, let's draw this. Okay, let me put this somewhere so that it will become a little bit bigger. Now, how do we merge or group this one? I want them to be one. Okay, so I just want to use this to design something. So let me put this on this. Okay, let me do my editing. After that, I will show you. I want this to be on the same line with it. Like, good. Now this is different and this is a different shape. Let me bring this here, then let me bring this here to form something like an envelope. So now I am done. Now on top, let me give it a different color here. So let me give this a color. Let's say different color, any color that you want. So let me give it this color. Then down, let me also go and give the down, so this color. So this is what I have done out from this. Now this is a different color. I can move this and I can also move what is below. So how can I group, how can I merge them to be one? Select the one on top, hold the control key, select the second one. Now there are two. Now when you go to your shape format, there is something called group. You click on group and this has been grouped. So now you can move them as one. Okay, you can move them as one. So now you can just delete what you have, and now this is a whole thing. They are one. If you don't want it, you go to group, then you ungroup. So now you can just take them as individual, but I prefer regrouping them. So basically that is how we do what we have now. So let's talk about how to add slide footer. I have taught you this, so I'm not going to waste time on this. I told you if you want to add the footers, you just have to go to insert, then you go to header and footer. I just mentioned you enable all of this, and if you finish, you apply all, and that is that. They are going to be here for you. Let's move on to the next one as we talk about how to set transition record screens, and after that I'll teach you how to save them as as video instead of normal PowerPoint presentation. Welcome back. So in this one, I'm going to teach you how you can record your screen, set transitions, and stuff like that. So let's start from the transition. If we want to set transition for individual items here, the difference between transitions and animation is that transitions apply the style to the entire sheet, the entire slide, and the animations affect individual components in that slide. So if I go and make this fade, you see this is what is going to fade. All right, the fade is applying to the entire sheet. Good. But when I come and let's say I give this animation instead and I give it float, so you see, let me do the slideshow. Now you see how the text are popping up. Okay, if I click, the text are popping up one after the other. You can see this. Good. So that animation is for only the text. So you can even say that just this particular one, you are giving it float in. Then the second one, you are giving it, let's say, shape like this. The third one, you can choose different style for it, random bars. All right, so you will apply to choose different. So all these ones, you are saying you want them to bounce, right? You get it. Good. So that is how we apply the animation. When you go to the animation, there are durations to it. So this is 0.2, that is the second. So you can even increase it. Okay, you can increase the time. So this is what we call the timing. All right, so when you go to the slide, you're talking about how you can set the timing and everything like that. So that's what we are referring to, the timing. I've talked about the transitions, I've talked about the animations, and it's time for me to go and show you that of how you can record your own screen. So if you want to record your own screen, you just have to go to slideshow. Then slideshow, you can record. Let me bring this down. You can record from the beginning of the screen. You can record from present window, that is from this particular one that I'm on, from this present slide, or you can also do stuff like that. So you have a rehearsal with coach, you have slide up show, you can explore all these ones. So let's quickly go to from our current slide. So that is the one we have. Let's start our recording rather from our current slide. When I click on recording right now, so I have all the recording page open. You can edit your presentation, that is turn it back to the, so if I click this, it will turn me back to what I want to do. So if I come back, this takes me to the screen. So let's get here. I say I'm going to this and I'm going to the present screen on which I wanted to begin my recording from. If I click on record, now this is the page that you have here. You can add your video. So if I click on this, a small video will pop up. My screen is recovered, that's why I can't see my face. If you don't want your video, so let me show you just a quick thing. So you can see that I'm here. If I don't want you to see me being here, I can just turn it off and you will not see me again. When I come to this side, I can turn off my microphone, or I can, so that's whatever I will say, you won't hear me, that is mute. These options are here. You can choose different microphone that you want to use. So if you have so many microphones, you can use headsets. You have several cameras that you want to use. That is how it is. Coming down here, this is telling me that I am on slide number 15 out of 19. You can use these buttons to go to next and previous. Then we will also learn how to record this. So let's start our recording in 30 seconds and see how this looks like. So now this I'm going to do in this 10 seconds is going to record. So I've started recording right now. So I can go to next to tell you that how to do the effective planning and stuff like that. I can pick this to show you what you want to know, and I can use this to tell you the colors of what I want to draw. You can choose all of them and stuff like that. That's what I was doing. So I paused the recording for some reason. So here, as I was showing you, you can use this to tell me, maybe you want to point out something for me, you can use this to do that. You can change the colors. This, you want to maybe highlight something, you want me to understand something. So if you find yourself to do what I'm doing, teaching people, you can use Microsoft PowerPoint to do all your recordings. You can actually use this to record, teach. If you want to highlight something, instead of you using, you can just use anything to do for them right now. Okay, so let me just pause this recording. You can use this to go to the various tabs and what you want to show your student. Now if you are done, you can click on this to end your recording. Now the recording is saved. You can click the play here to play what you have been saying, everything that you did. You can use this to play the various recording. After you are done with the recording, you can click on export. Now the export will open this for you where you can export. You say this is .mp4, meaning you are exporting it as video, not audio. This is mp4. Now you want to browse to where you want to save it. So I just want to save it in my Jesse folder. Now this is .mp4. You can save it as other files, but now this is what is available. Now this is exporting as 1080 pixels, so it is a very 4G video that is going to reload for you here. So it's going to take some time for you to get your recording. but as it is exporting, we may want to go back to and do other things, right? So that is it. If you go to your slide sorter, you can see now it is recording. Slide sorter all the time will be on those parts. So this one is having 35 seconds, this is having 9, and all the time are going to be on your screen. So basically this is what we have done. I want us to move to this particular one. That is going to be the last one also for our recording. Let's talk about how do we insert a text box. Inserting text box. So now let me insert a new slide as I always do. If I want to insert text box, I can go to insert, then under the shape there is this one. When you put it on it, you see text box. Click on that and you can draw anywhere. So let me go here, just draw it somewhere, and you see the box is here. Now this box, you can write anything that you want to write here. You can expand it, and you can also move it wherever you want it to be. So it's a text box. So if you are writing something, you can move this text box to wherever you want this text box to be. So let me even cut it. Let me go to this and just paste my text box here. Now I want this to be here. All right, so this is what you want it to be here. You can put it to where you want. You select it one. When you see this arrow, it means you can actually move it, right? Now let's talk about how to crop and style a picture. I've showed you already. You can crop a picture and style it. I showed you that, but just because it has appeared again, let me quickly go there and show you again so that you won't feel I'm jumping stuff. So here, this is the picture for you. If you want to crop this picture, I mean, you don't want to resize, you don't want to see the bill 120 money and those, go to crop, click on crop. Now when you click on that, you will see I'm cropping this out. I don't also want to see the denomination to top. I just want to see only this. Now when I click anywhere, now you see the picture has been cropped to the particular shape that I want. So now you can see these two beautiful ladies and one here, and that gentleman is also here. So that is how we crop to a particular shape. How do we insert a chart? Inserting chart. If you want to insert chart, let's go to this. Go to insert. Then you are going to click on charts. Chart. When you click on chart, look at the chart you want. So I just want to insert a normal pie chart. When I click on a normal pie chart, I'll be able to insert it, pie chart.